will step off and ask for a new baseball. Now we'll try the full count. As Raft is able to lay off the high fastball and reaches base on the walk. Fourth walk of the game for Brinsfield. He tries to get settled into this game. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Kritsky. We've seen him be aggressive on the base paths if he can get on. Ball one on as Kritsky pulled back on the bunt. That's going to be away for ball 2. Sawyer on deck for the Raptors. Brinsfield falls behind ball 3. Three-0 count. Ball 4 high. And with 2 runners on after the back-to-back walks, that will bring up Sawyer. Sawyer is a threat to bunt here, as the Cougars corner infielder, at least the first baseman, starting to creep in. Cabino way in the grass. Curry was backing off, now starting to take a few steps forward. Cabino charges in, but it's going to be a strike called. Oh, 1 pitch. Sawyer shows bunt again, pulls it back for a ball, and they're going to say he offered on the bunt, and it will be strike 2. Sawyer seemed confused by that call, but it's going to be an 0-2 count. Into the dirt, great block by Jennings, keeping in front. Brinsfield could really use a strikeout right about now. Raptors just wanted to see Sawyer put the ball in play, and he strikes out swinging. Chasing in the dirt for the second out. And that brings up the first baseman, Will Burgess. Right down Broadway for strike 1. Burgess has been hot at the plate today. Oh, that looked good from here, but that's going to be ball 1. One count. Brinsfield goes to the high fastball as Burgess has to back away from it. Two-one count. just misses again, Brinsfield. Working with a tight strike zone here. It's going to be a 3-1 pitch once again. Ball for the third walk of the inning for Brinsfield to walk the bases loaded. And you have to wonder how long these Frederick coaches can sit by and watch their starting pitcher struggle with his command. Bases are loaded for the dangerous Andy Rivera. The last guy you want to see up right now. If you're a Frederick Cougar fan, he'll hit this one straight up in the air, and it's going to be out of play. Rivera already hit out a 3-run home run earlier today. You know Rivera loves to be in this situation. Chops that foul towards the third base side, and now Brinsfield is way ahead 0-2. Rivera not shy about hitting with 2 strikes. What we've seen hasn't really changed his approach. He'll keep trying to go out there and go do damage. Another huge pitch in this game. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. The pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Good pitch by Brinsfield to try to get Rivera to chase. In the dirt, ball 2. Kritsky taking a secondary lead halfway to third base. Any hits are going to surely score 2 runs for the Raptors. 2-2. Fouled off by Rivera.
Let's go to it.
We'll try 2-2 once again.
Let's go.
Raptors trying to strike first. Hit up the middle. Will get to it. He's safe at first. Varda was not there to take the play at second. Had to double clutch, throws over to first, and Rivera beats. So Rivera with the throw. And the base is loaded. Writing something down in his notebook, not sure what. No idea what that delay was for, but that will bring us back to play as Rosenbaum, he'll get his chance with bases loaded. And therefore strike 1. One count. Big swing by Rosenbaum. Tried to golf it out of the ground. Now is behind 1-2. Rosenbaum able to stay on that curveball and foul that off. Brinsfield, the pitch. High and away, ball 2. Twos are wild. Bases loaded. Brinsfield set. Deliver, it's in the dirt. Kritsky took a couple steps home, thought about going, but Jennings chases him back to third base. And again, we're going to have a full count, 2 out, bases loaded situation. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. Brinsfield with a huge strikeout to get out of the inning, but not before the Raptors take the lead. It is a 1-0 Montgomery lead over the Cougars. We go to the bottom of the second. Frederick doing a great job of only giving up 1 run so far. As it will be the designated hitter, Lindsay, to come start things up for the Cougars as Sawyer throws in for strike 1. Brody Lindsay, the sophomore. So many sophomores in this lineup playing their last ever game on this field. Curry, Keene, Cabina, Holler, Herrera, Jennings, Lindsay, all sophomores. Their final games on this turf field at Frederick. Trying to soak it up and have one last party, one last victory dance, unless the Montgomery Raptors can come through with this massive upset. Pitch is high for ball 2. Was just informed that the latest NJCAA Division II rankings came out, and Frederick listed as the number 6 nationally ranked team. Montgomery not ranked. Full count. And he hits it hard down the left field line over the glove of Rivera. Lindsay will have to stop at first, but a lead-off hit from the DH. That will bring up the right fielder, Jake Holler. First pitch, he hits this deep to left center, but it's going to be Rosario who's able to range over to his left and makes the catch for the first out. Holler got a good piece of it, just got under it a little bit too much. Wind is blowing in from the outfield right now, so nothing's going to catch a gust to take it out. Home plate umpire asking the Frederick player to get into the on-deck circle. In there for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch from Sawyer. Thrown outside, blocked by Raptors to keep Lindsay at first. Just misses low. Sawyer switching it up a little bit. Mostly seen fastballs and sliders from him. There's the fastball right over the plate. Sanger behind on that one. Count evens up to 2-2. Swing and a miss. Sanger strikes out. And with 2 outs, that will bring up Nick Varda. Just 1 hit for both teams so far. But it's the walks that caused the run to come in for Montgomery. Outside for ball 1. Varda been a productive hitter so far in this series. Chases that one in the dirt for strike 2. Be a 1-2 count to the Cougars second baseman. And he'll swing at that one for strike 3. Sawyer racks up the strikeout. We go to the 3rd inning. Montgomery still leading 1-0. Montgomery will lead things off with their left fielder Rosario, as Brinsfield has his first pitch hit off the third base line just foul. Be Rosario, Mason, and McDonald due up. Brinsfield needed 64 pitches to get through the 2 innings. Trying to see if he can have an easier inning in the third. See if he can get a little bit deeper. 0-2 pitch. Just misses outside. I feel like that's the same pitch we saw Rosenbaum get rung up on to end the second inning. 1-2 pitch. That is going to be a swing and miss for Rosario. Seventh strikeout for Brinsfield. All 7 outs that he has that have been recorded in this game for Frederick have come via the strikeout. However, combine that with his 6 walks and has barely been touched in this game for better or worse. In fact, only 1 ball has been put into play by Montgomery so far, and that was the infield single. Mason fouls that straight back, and it'll be a 1-2 count. Two count. Brinsfield, the pitch. His 8th strikeout of the game. Mason swings through that one. And that will bring up McDonald with 2 outs and nobody on. That's in there for strike 1. Brinsfield has been a quality starter for the Cougars all season long. Regularly going 5 innings in his outings. Hit back up the middle, over the mound. It's going to be fielded by Varda. He'll throw over, but it's more of a courtesy throw, as McDonald clearly was going to beat that play for the second infield hit of the game by the Raptors. So the runner on first and 2 outs, that will bring up the catcher Raptis. As he will get his shin guards off and prepare to take his spot in the batter's box. Low and away, ball 1. Looked initially like Brinsfield was finally going to have a clean inning. McDonald with the single broke up that hope. In the dirt, stolen base attempt. He is out at second. Umpire signals that McDonald came off the bag, and Jennings throws him out on the 2-6 CS. That'll do it for the top of the third. We'll come to the bottom half. Montgomery still leading 1-0. We go to the bottom of the third as Dylan Jennings will get the first shot for the Cougars. Foul ball will have him quickly behind 0-2. High and in. Hit towards third base. That's going to be a tough play. Long throw across. It's going to be high. Jennings makes the quick turn and will return to first base, but that will be an E5 on Rivera for the throw, and Jennings gets things started well for the Cougars. Shows bunt, but it's going to be in there for strike one against Erd. Not sure if Rivera was aware that he had time to throw that. Jennings still had some room to go before he was to first base, and Rivera just rushed the throw. Pulls the bunt back for ball one. One and two count. Hit straight back up the middle, but the defense is playing at double play depth, as that will be Rosenbaum that will just take it himself for the 6-3 double play. So that clears out the bases for the leadoff hitter Keene to try to start things up with 2 outs. In there for strike one. Sawyer looking sharp right now for the Raptors. Just misses on that one. away, ball 2. Chop towards third. Rivera, tough play. It's going to be fair. Long throw across, and Burgess comes off the bag. And that will be an infield hit for Keene. Nothing Rivera could do about that one. With 2 outs, man on. Bryce Curry comes to the plate, swings through the first one. Wind suddenly gusting straight in from center field. In there for strike 2. Curry watches that curveball go by. Just outside. Good eye by Curry to leave that out. Two pitch. And again, Curry lays off a good pitch at the top of the zone. Sawyer in the dirt, ball 3. Good block by Raptors, but it's going to load the count up at 3-2. Keene will take off on the throw. The pitch. The curveball hung up, and Curry tried to punish that one, but just got a little bit ahead of it. Fouls it off the left side. Lined into right field. That's going to find some grass. Keene goes to third base, and it's going to be first and third for the Cougars on the 2-out rally. And that brings up the big man, Cabina, in a clutch situation. Sawyer in the dirt, ball barely off first. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Holler lifts his head up in shock at that call. And with 1 out, that will bring up Kyle Sanger. Shows bunt, and that's going to be a pitch in there for a strike. Almost the exact same pitch that we just saw strike out Holler. That one's a little bit more inside. Two 2-1 count. In there for strike 2, right on the outside corner, and Sanger has seen it on both sides of the plate. Strike 3 call. That was no doubt about it there. Great pitch by Sawyer. his 6th strikeout of the game. And that brings up Varda with 2 outs. Back-to-back strikeouts of the backwards K variety. Outside for ball 1. And that just misses outside, not by much. In there for a strike on the 3-0 count. Out off the right side, and it's going to be a full count with 2 outs. Lindsay takes off on the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off by Varda. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Sawyer pumped up after that one as he picks up his 7th strikeout of the game and gets the Raptors out of the 4th inning. Still a Montgomery 1-0 lead. Top of the 5th we go. Still just 1 run scored in this game. As Burgess will swing at the first pitch he sees and fouls it straight back. And that will be in there for strike 2. Oh, 2 count. Brinsfield fighting his way through, trying to give the Cougars as many innings as he can. That's going to be in the dirt again. That one hit Jennings right on the arm. And Jennings not happy that he's taken such a beating back there, trying to shake off that hit. Two-two pitch. And that will hit Burgess in the back of his leg. That looked like it hurt. And Burgess will need to take his time walking that one off. Not for the first time today. I have to wonder how much more the Frederick coaching staff will let Brinsfield stay out there. First pitch is a ball. Andy Rivera up. Talks so much about what he has done and can do. In there for strike one. Stays inside for ball two. The 100th pitch of the game for Brinsfield, coming up only 46 strikes. 2-1 pitch. Low and away, ball three. Yet another time, I wish we had our bullpen cam set up right now. Low and away, ball four. Jennings has to chase down and make sure that Burgess doesn't take the extra base, and does a great job of doing just that, as he will call a timeout. And that will bring up Rosenbaum with 2 men on. And we will have a timeout called. I do believe that is head coach Rodney Bennett making his way to the mound. We'll take a break. Imagine that will involve a pitcher change. It is a pitchy change as Coach Rodney Bennett goes to his bullpen and pulls out Eddie Fuentes. Fuentes, the freshman right-hander out of Coral Springs, Florida, standing at 5'8". Made 10 appearances all out of the bullpen, has a 2-0 record with 2 saves on the year. And as that is fouled off. In 12 innings, he's given up 9 hits, 8 earned runs, 7 walks, 12 strikeouts for a 5.6 ERA. Hit back up the middle. Erd steps on second, throws over to first. What a pick by Cabina! Rosenbaum went sliding in to try to beat it, but the huge pick by Cabina at first completes the double play. Burgess does move over to third on the play. He is 90 feet away from giving Montgomery an insurance run they so badly desire here. Rosario comes to the plate. First pitch, hits it towards Erd. Long throw across the diamond, gets it done. Erd records all 3 outs on back-to-back pitches, and the Cougars escape danger. Bottom of the 5th we go as Jennings gets things started for the Cougars. 8-9-1 due up. Sawyer pitching quite efficiently, just 72 pitches to get through 4 innings. Certainly less pitches than his counterpart. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right there as Jennings can't get the bat off his shoulder. And that will bring us to Josh Erd. Had been batting leadoff, now down in the 9 spot. Ducks under that one for ball 1. In the dirt for ball 2. .30 count, way up and in. Erd ducks out of that one. Inside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Erd. Brings us back to the top of the lineup, as Nick Keene will take to the batter's box. Right-handed heavy lineup for the Cougars. Just outside, ball 1. Erd check back to first base. Keene 1 for 2 on the day. In there for a strike. Struck out looking as well in this game. Puts the bunt down just a little bit off the third base line. Sawyer, who has thrown so many pitches over these last three days, trying to grit his way through. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Keene goes down looking for the second time in this game. And with 2 outs, that brings us to Curry. Lone away for ball 1. And finds the zone as Curry. Watch that go by. Erd, not much of a lead off of first. Hit hard towards the left center gap. That will find grass. Erd stops at second, not wanting to get the third out at third. Good piece of hitting by Curry. And with 2 outs and 2 men on, Christian Cabina comes to the plate. Batting .396 coming into today. 0 for 2 on the game. Outside, ball 1. Again, have to imagine Sawyer is near the end of the line, trying to empty the tank and get through 5. Hit hard to left field. It's going to drop down in front of Rosario. Here comes Erd. He's going to score. We have a tie ball game. Christian Cabina comes through for the Cougars. And that will bring out the Montgomery coaching staff for a mound visit. Mound visit will not change the pitcher as Sawyer will stay in there. Outside, ball one. The Frederick faithful starting to get into this game more and more as they got on the scoreboard. Lindsay will lift this one up to center. Mason, an easy play for him. Canicorn, but not before the Cougars have tied the game up. A clutch 2-out RBI single by Christian Cabina. Ball game starts all over again in the 6th. Top of the 6th we go, tied 1-1. Trey Mason starting things off for Montgomery, fouls that off. Mason, imposing figure at 6'5", standing in that batter's box. Takes that one straight down the middle for strike 2. Eddie Fuentes keeping his team in it, just throwing strikes. No better way to stay energized than just keep that ball in play. One-two count. Chopped up the middle. Erd with a tough play. Quick release, gets rid of it in time and on the money for out number 1. With 1 out, that brings up the second baseman, Will McDonald. Fuentes from the windup. Hit up into the air. This could stay in play. Long run. And Curry calls it off. Jennings happy to get out of the way for his third baseman. Unfortunately for him, some of his equipment came off in the process. But he does it with a big smile on his face as that's now 2 outs. Looks like the lower strap on his shin guard on the right leg might have come loose. And we're going to need to check in on the wardrobe malfunction. Also might have some pitch comm issues as well. Jennings says he's good to go, despite the shin guard on his right leg just kind of flopping around on the lower part. But once again, not wanting to slow down the momentum of his team. Speaking of which, Fuentes once again just blows it by Raptors. Outside. Just a much different feel with Fuentes getting up there and working quickly compared to Brinsfield struggling so much to find the strike zone. Yeah, his 8 strikeouts were impressive. But Fuentes just challenging these Raptor hitters. 1-2 count. In the dirt. Ball 2. Two count. Fuentes, the pitch. Just low. Good frame by Jennings. Tried to steal that one away. Umpire not fooled. Full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1-2 inning for Fuentes, and the Cougars are into it now. Bottom of the 6th we go, tied 1-1. This winner take all, as that is going to be fouled by Holler right off his leg, and he is in a lot of pain. We'll take an injury timeout. Holler is going to grit his way through the injury. Looks like it happened to his left foot. He has a brace on it, but didn't help shield all the pain there. That one's going to stay up and in. Holler almost ducked his way into getting hit in the head there. One. That's going to be fouled. Rodney Bennett once again having to do his dodge, duck, dip, dive, dodge techniques. It's going to be a 1-2 count. And that time Holler will wear it. He's getting third time today Holler has been hit by a pitch. Not to mention he fouled it off himself. Just taking a beating out there, but doing it for his team. Gets on base, and that will bring us to a pinch hitter in the form of number 20, Cam Baker. Baker, the freshman outfielder, right-handed hitter out of Myersville, Maryland. Bunts it straight back. What a play by Raptors. Had to do a circle around to find the ball and is able to find it on the bunt attempt by Baker. So Holler stays at first. And with one out, that brings up Nick Varda. Sawyer at 95 pitches, still going strong. Blown away for ball one. Saw him in a few relief pitch appearances in this tournament, but it seems like the coaches saved his real innings for this game. Knowing that they would need their ace pitcher to carry them through. One and one count. Hung over the middle, and it's going to get by Rivera. It just ducked right in front of him. Holler gets the third. Varda at second. And that will go down as a double for Holler, as Rivera just couldn't quite make the play on the hard hit ball. And that might just do it for Sawyer. One out, runners on second and third for the Cougars, and Dylan Jennings with a chance to come up big for his team. And they're for strike one. Fouls that one back, and now behind 0-2. Fouls it back again. A little bit more contact that time. Sawyer still in there after 101 pitches. Hit hard to left field. It's going to fall in. The runners had to stay still, so the throw will come in, but the go-ahead run and Holler scores the RBI single by Jennings. On the 0-2 pitch, a clutch hit by Jennings. And Frederick has their first lead of the day between the two games. Outside, ball one. Blown away, ball two. Sees another one outside for ball three. Sawyer trying to battle back. In there for strike one. Big spot here in the game. Erd will foul that back. Off the end of his bat, way ahead of that one. And it will be a full count. The 3-2 pitch. Takes ball four. Checking the swing. Umpire says he's safe. And that will load the bases up for Nick Keene. High and inside, ball one. Frederick just took the lead. Now they're trying to open it up. Hits that hard to center field. Going back is Mason, still tracking back. The wind playing with him there. A good throw into third, but it's going to be a sac fly for Keene to bring in another run. Two outs, runners on first and second, and that will bring in Bryce Curry. In there for strike one as the ball pops out of the glove of Raptors. The winner of this game will go to the NJCAA Division II National Tournament in Enid, Oklahoma, as the Region 20 and Mid-Atlantic District champions. 1-1 pitch is in there. Good tailing fastball for strike two. Sawyer trying to get out of the inning. Oh, just misses for ball two. The 2-2 pitch. Checking at second, and he is safe. Jennings almost caught napping. Great pickoff play. Jennings just gets back in time. Swing and a miss, strike three. Curry strikes out. But the Cougars take the lead. It's 3-1 as we go to the seventh. Jaden Kritsky to start things off for Montgomery, showing bunt, pulls it back for ball one. 9-1-2 in the lineup for the Montgomery Raptors as they try to answer the 2 runs Frederick just scored in the bottom of the 6th to take the lead. Two-0 count. High and inside, ball 3. Inside, 4-pitch walk. And that will bring us back to the top of the lineup for Derek Sawyer. Strike 1. Fuentes finding it after 4 straight balls. Fouled straight back, and Fuentes ahead 0-2 now. Checking the runner. Chop towards second. Tough play for Varda, and he will just take the out and flip it to first. Sawyer out, but that will move the runner over as Kritsky gets to second. With 1 out, that brings Burgess to the plate. Burgess 0 for 1 on the day, with a walk, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. Inside, ball 1. Hits that hard through the middle, and that's going to get through. Kritsky will score easily from second. An RBI single from Will Burgess. He has stayed hot throughout the tournament. And that will bring up Andy Rivera. He's reached base all 3 times. An RBI hit and a couple of walks. Tying run on first. Strike 1 right down the pipe. Runner goes. Rivera's swinging. This could be runner interference. It absolutely is. Or excuse me, batter interference. And I believe they're going to call him out on batter interference. Rivera stepped on the plate as Jennings was trying to throw out Burgess. So a quick discussion between the home plate umpire and Coach Rashner. Seemed like the umpire had pretty well made up his mind and found the conversation to be superfluous. But with 2 outs, Burgess back to first base, and that will bring up Rosenbaum to the plate. Burgess will try stealing second again. This time will be successful. Gets the stolen base. And it's going to be a ball 1 on the play as Rosenbaum pulled the bunt back. Burgess now on second. He's going to take off for third. Low pitch, and Burgess steals another one. So with Burgess now standing 90 feet away as the tying run in their fourth strike, 2-1 count. Two, 1 pitch. Hit hard right side. Fair ball! Rosenbaum has tied the game up at 3-3. He's cruising around first. We'll get to second with the stand-up double to tie it at 3-3. All the drama that you would want in a championship baseball game, you're getting it here. As Rosenbaum has just tied the game up, 2 runs in the top of the 7th, and Raptors are not done yet, as it's going to be Rosario. Big swing and miss, strike 1. Stays outside for ball 1. Just 4 hits on the game for Montgomery. That's up the middle, gets through the infield. Rosenbaum will come around to score, and the Raptors have taken the lead back at 4-3. A huge hit by Rosario up the middle. We've seen the Cougars throw nothing but breaking balls to Rosario all 3 games, and he finally got a connection with one. That brings up the center fielder, Trey Mason. Rosario, big secondary leadoff. He'll scamper back to first. Hit to shallow right, and it's going to be out of play. One count. Fuentes. And Jennings is going to have to eat that one as Rosario steals second. Montgomery starting to take advantage of the base path. Fourth stolen base of the game, 3rd in this inning. Mason lays off that one for a 3-1 count. Fuentes staring down the barrel at Mason. Rosario at second. In there for a strike. Umpire kind of double clutched on that call. Full count. 2 outs. Fuentes. The pitch. Bounce towards the third base line and foul. Hit back up the middle. It's in there. Mason adds to it as Rosario will come around to score. And it's a 4-run inning for the Raptors. Three consecutive hits for Montgomery, 4 in this inning. And that will bring about a conference at the mound, and we will have a new pitcher coming in for the Cougars. Pitching change for the Cougars. It will be number 14, Matt Konecki, coming into the game for Frederick, the freshman right-hander out of Boonesboro, Maryland. High up for ball 1. Konecki has made 9 appearances this year in 4 starts, 3-1 record with 1 save, 20 innings pitched, 18 hits allowed, 15 earned runs, 16 walks, and 28 strikeouts with a 6.6 ERA. One and one count. Runner goes. Jennings puts the throw down there, and he's out. Jennings finally throws one out to end the inning, but not before 4 runs by the Raptors gives them the 5-3 lead. We go to the 7th inning stretch. Bottom of the 7th we go. The Frederick Cougars trying to answer the 4-run scored by the Raptors to take the lead. Cougars just 9 outs to play with in order to try to come back. It is Derek Sawyer out there after 115 pitches in 6 innings. He's out there for a 7th. 3-4-5 up for the Cougars. Hit high up into the air. Raptors saying he can't find it, but Sawyer can. Sawyer plays plenty of infield and certainly comfortable enough to call that one off, and you could hear it from a mile away that he said it was his for out number 1. That brings Lindsay up to the plate. Again, you talk about for these sophomores, these are the last at-bats they'll have on this field, wanting to make the most of it. Strike 1 called. Painting that lower outside corner. Just a little bit lower and it's called a ball. That's right in there as that's going to be hit to shallow right field. Kritsky running onto it, makes the catch. The speed of Jaden Kritsky again comes through for the Raptors as he makes the catch in shallow right field. And that brings up Jake Holler with 2 outs. First pitch, Holler hits it off the end of the bat. Holler has been on base twice, both of which from a hit by pitch. Hits this one high up into the air, deep to left field, going back. But with room to play with is Rosario, and he squeezes it for out number 3. Sawyer gets through another inning. We go to the 8th inning. Montgomery ahead, 5-3. Will McDonald to lead off the top of the 8th, and he smokes this one to left center. That's going to roll all the way to the fence. McDonald taking a big turn around and will stop at second for a stand-up double. Kanoki. As the bunt will be shown and is put down, and it's fair ball. Cabina tags Raptors, I believe. And yes, finally the first base umpire does signal that the tag was made by Cabina, but the bunt does work out as McDonald moves down to third base. And with one out, runner on third, that will bring up Kritsky with a chance to add a insurance run for these Raptors. Slider outside for ball one. Wind blowing straight in from center field right now. Just misses for ball two. Two-0 count. Inside, ball three. Sawyer on deck for Montgomery. This incredible season for these Frederick Cougars, as that one is going to hit the back of Kritsky. So the hit by pitch will give Kritsky first base, and that will bring up the leadoff hitter Sawyer with men on first and third. Mentioned before that Frederick ranked 6th in the NJCAA Division II national rankings. One of the top teams in the country, in danger of losing their chance to play for a national tournament if the Raptors can find a way to hold on and upset the home team. Slider stays outside, ball one. One pitch. Another slider outside for ball two. Big spot for Sawyer, high and in, ball three. And it'll be a 3-1 count. Might see Kritsky take off here. The 3-1 pitch. High and inside, ball four, and the bases are loaded for Will Burgess. Burgess 1 for 2, an RBI, a run, a walk, a couple stolen bases. Cougars need Kanoki to try to find a way to get out of this inning. Montgomery trying to put the dagger into this game. Kanoki in there for strike one. Big swing and a miss, strike two. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. What a big strikeout for Kanoki. Getting Birds to chase on a ball in the dirt. And with 2 outs and the bases loaded, here comes Rivera. McDonald at third, Kritzky at second, Sawyer at first, and big Andy Rivera at the plate. And that hits him in the helmet, I thought. Yeah, there it is. It definitely sounded like it hit him in the helmet, and the umpire now will signal. And another run scored for the Raptors. So the bases will still be loaded. Montgomery ahead 6-3 now. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter Rosenbaum with a chance to break it wide open. In there for strike one. Good pitch in there for strike two, and now way ahead 0-2. Kanoki. Outside, Jennings can't control it. It's going to roll all the way to the backstop. Kritzky scores another run for the Raptors. The wild pitch brings Kritzky around. Everybody moves up a step, so now you've got Sawyer on third, Rivera on second, and it's a 1-2 count. Outside ball two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Kanoki gets out of it, but 2 more runs for Montgomery in the 8th. They lead 7-3. 6 outs left for the Cougars to come back. I got to pick up my daughter after this, so if I can skip out on the PA duties, that would be great. Sorry, I'd love to help, but no, so her mother picked her up, my ex-wife, and this is supposed to be my time with her, and I skipped out on time with her all weekend long, so I'm trying to at least get some time with her tonight. Yeah. I don't know how many pitches he threw before this, but he threw a lot of pitches before today, too. He's going to be sore tomorrow. Slider. Raptors win, I'd say Burgess is their 4th. Bottom of the 8th, we go here. It will be Herrera pinch hitting for the Cougars. Fouled straight back, and he's behind 1-2. Sawyer still going for the Raptors, 127 pitches and counting. 1-2 pitch, outside, ball 2. Fouled off. Sawyer pitched 3 innings against Catonsville on Saturday. Pitched 1 2/3 against Frederick yesterday. Pitched another 2/3 of an inning in the game this afternoon. And now here, still going deep into the 8th inning, and Herrera with a leadoff walk for the Cougars. Just what they needed, and that brings up Varda. Just misses, ball 1. One count. Herrera dives back to first. Strike 2 called. Now outside. Varda 1 for 3 on the day with a double. The 2-2 pitch from Sawyer. Hit to center field. Mason having to charge in. Diving for it, misses it. It's going to roll past him. Here comes Herrera. He's going to stop at third. And a second double of the day for Varda. And that will bring up Jennings. Runners on second and third. No outs. Curveball stays in there for strike 1. High and in for ball 1. Jennings came through with a clutch RBI hit. 1 for 3 on the day. They need another one from him. Sawyer, what a pitch, painting the corner for strike 2. One and 2 count. Oh, just misses outside. And the Montgomery fans about to riot after that one. 2-2 count. Fouled off. The 2-2 pitch to Jennings. He'll hit it towards short. That will score a run as Jennings will be out at first. The RBI ground out for Jennings as Herrera comes to the plate. And that brings about the number 9 hitter, Josh Erd, the shortstop. Still with a runner on third. Outside for ball 1. In there for a strike. In the dirt for ball 2. Two and 1 count. Hit back up the middle. Mason is right there. He's going to try to gun him. Nope, it's going to be held back as Varda decided not to push it. Good throw by Mason to get it in quickly. With 2 outs, runner still on third. That will bring up the leadoff hitter, Keene. Nick Keene 1 for 3 with an RBI hit today. 2 strikeouts. Swings through the first one. Off the end of the bat, and that will make it an 0-2 count to Keene. They need to pick up that runner from third, at least cut into that lead a little bit before the 9th. The 0-2 pitch. Hit up into the air, that's going to be out of play. Just missing the cars. This will be the 150th pitcher for Sawyer. Hit towards third base. Rivera bobbles it and can't control it. The run will score. That brings Bryce Curry to the plate as representing the tying run. Two-seamer back in the zone for strike 1. Off the end of the bat, up the middle. It's going to step on second base while grabbing the ball is McConnell. A smart play from the second baseman. Frederick get 2 runs back. Montgomery leads 7-5. We go to the 9th. Top of the ninth we go. The Montgomery Raptors leading 7-5 over the number 1 seed nationally ranked Frederick Cougars. Kanoki throws in strike one. Facing off against Elias Rosario. Strike two called. Rosario 1 for 4 with a run and RBI in the game. Hit towards the middle, will get through. Rosario with the base hit, the leadoff single. Bring up the center fielder, Trey Mason. Shows bunt, but fouls it back. Fouls it back again. Missing on the bunt twice in a row. Oh, 2 pitch. Mason takes a wild cut at that one and strikes out as that brings up McDonald. And that will go right into the back of McDonald. We have seen a lot of hit by pitch today. Rough day to be a batter. And that will bring about Rodney Bennett to the mound. We're going to get another pitching change. So the pitching change for the Cougars will be number 34, Connor Leard, the 6'4" sophomore right-hander out of Glenwood, Maryland. Pitched in 4 games this year, starting one of them, 2-0 record. In 11 innings, he's given up 9 hits but no runs, no walks, and has 18 strikeouts for a pristine 0 ERA. One 1-0 pitch. First batter he'll see is the catcher, Raptors. Both runners will take off, and a huge jump Rosario had. Leard never checked him in a double steal. We'll put runners on second and third now. And now they're going to just intentionally walk Raptors to first to load up the bases. And that brings up the number 9 hitter, Kritsky. 3 walks in the game with 2 runs scored. He keeps getting on base. First pitch. Leard. Another big curveball. That's in there for a strike. Infield is in for Frederick. All 4 of them in the dirt, looking to come home on any ground ball. The pitch. Another curveball is in there for a strike. It'll be 1-2. Another curveball in the dirt. Good block by Jennings. Leard looks like he's up there to just throw breaking balls right now. 2-2 count. 1 out. Bases are loaded. Hit hard to left field. Herrera backing up, and he will catch it, but that's enough to score Rosario from third. The sacrifice fly from Kritsky does a job. Four plate appearances for Jackson Kritsky, 0 at-bats. 3 walks and a sac fly. 2 outs and runners on first and second. That will bring us back to the top of the order in Sawyer. Strike 1 called. Montgomery leads 8-5. 3 outs away from heading to Enid, Oklahoma. Ground ball, scooped up and tossed to second. But the damage is done again. 3-run lead for Montgomery. They are 3 outs away from heading to the national tournament. First pitch by Sawyer to Cabina is in there for strike one. Montgomery making a defensive change at third base, as it will be number 10, Joe Drankwitz, playing at the hot corner in place of Rivera. Lifted to right field, but just foul. And Cabina is behind 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, fouled off again. And he goes on it. Raptors will pick it up, softly tosses it to first base for out number 1. That brings us to the designated hitter, number 4 hitter in the lineup. Brody Lindsay takes strike 1. Hit towards the right side. That's going to be a base hit, and the Cougars get a base runner on. Have to imagine it's going to be a pinch runner coming on for him here. And there it comes, as it will be number 2, Cam Jones, to take over at first base. That brings Holler to the plate. Have to say, if Montgomery is able to hold on here, give my MVP vote to Derek Sawyer. What a job he has done for these Raptors, giving it his all for this team and this program. Through the legs of Raptors, he'll come back here to retrieve the ball, but again, that runner doesn't really mean much. Wild pitch in the dirt for Sawyer. All that really does is take away the easier opportunity for a double play. 1-0 count. Big swing and miss for Holler. Everybody on their feet here in Frederick, Maryland. The 1-1 count. Fouled off down the right side. Holler now behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch, swinging on the third strike. Holler goes down, and the Raptors are 1 out away. Montgomery coaching staff saying, don't even worry about the runner on second. Just field your normal spots, as it will be Danny Herrera needing to get on base to keep the Frederick hopes alive. Sawyer, 163 pitches and counting, trying to close it out. Herrera at the plate. 0-1 count. Hits it back up the middle. Rosenbaum is there. He throws across, and there it is! The Montgomery Raptors are your 2024 Region 20 Mid-Atlantic District champions. The upset. Unbelievable. Sawyer still running through the outfield as the whole team is chasing him. Finally, they catch up. And it will be the Montgomery Raptors who will move on to Enid, Oklahoma, to represent Region 20 in the national tournament for Division II NJCAA. The complete game for Derek Sawyer, 9 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 3 walks, and 12 strikeouts. The loss will go to Fuentes. The win goes to Sawyer. That will do it for me here in Frederick, Maryland. We will stick around on the live stream for the awards ceremony, which will take place very shortly. But on behalf of everybody here at Frederick Community College Athletics, we thank you for tuning in to this game and for your attendance all weekend long. It's been an exciting weekend of baseball, 7 great games, and it is the Montgomery Raptors who emerge victorious. Final score here in Frederick, Maryland, Montgomery 8, Frederick 5. The Raptors are your champions.
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Where's the list at? Got that dad run going on. I like it, Simone.
And before this, say now time for trophy presentation.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Don't make somebody look bad so you don't know what the hell you're for. It was so obvious. Stupid. Yes, sir. Appreciate your input. I don't fight ignorance. It's not worth it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and now time for the trophy presentation. Let's give both teams a big hand for an exciting championship game. Congratulations to all the student athletes and coaches on making it this far. All of the teams had tremendous seasons. Now we'll announce the 2024 NJCAA Division II Region 20 Baseball All-Tournament team. From Anne Arundel, number 13, Donnie White. From Anne Arundel, number 9, Chris Ricks. From CCBC Cantonsville, number 13, Trenton Snyder. From CCBC Cantonsville, number 7, Noah Millam. From CCBC Cantonsville, number 46, Andrew Boubon. From Frederick Community College, number 18, Jake Crawford. From Frederick Community College, number 6, Cesar Morales. From Frederick Community College, number 9, Nick Varda. From Montgomery College, number 7, Andy Riviera. From Montgomery College, number 4, Will Burgess. From Montgomery College, number 12, Eddie Fry. From Montgomery College, number 9, Derek Sawyer. Congratulations to the 2024 NJCAA Division II Region 20 runner-up, Frederick Community College Cougars. And congratulations to your 2024 NJCAA Division II Region 20 champions and the NJCAA Mid-Atlantic District champions, Montgomery College Raptors. Congratulations to the Montgomery College Raptors and good luck at the 2024 NJCAA D2 Baseball World Series in Enid, Oklahoma, May 25th through June 1st. I don't know. Yeah, right? Sucks when your team doesn't win. Then somebody's gonna try to win this.
No, it's just, it's big, and my car ain't big enough for putting it in.
Yeah, I figure I'd be the only one to do that. So
I hope you have some help at least loading it up. I can help you unload it if we can arrange time to transfer that.
Morgan, you grab the t-shirts that are right there and bring those out to me.
Yeah, I got it.